Good morning, everybody. It is a great day here at Option Pit. Kind of rainy and cruddy here in Chicago. Looks we had thunder and lightning last night, which is not a name for my left and right hand. It's actually what we had in the sky. Hey, coming up on Saturday the 25th, um, maximizing profits with weekly options trading. We're going to teach you how to trade weekly options effectively. It is going to be a 3 to 4 hour course. All right, it's going to start on the 25th of April at 9:30 a.m. You can also catch a replay of last night's webinar, Trading Weekly Options, there. So if you missed the webinar, this is where to go to watch it. And so the special course is going to give you all sorts of actionable trade ideas, and it's taught by a couple of good-looking guys. How can you lose? That's what I say. How can you lose? Now, go to optionpit.com/weeklies or optionpit.com/events to check it out. All right? So, let's talk about what's going on in the market today. Well, we've got the S&P basically flat, and the Russell up 10, and the NASDAQ up 1%. So obviously there's something in the large caps that is specifically down relative to kind of everything else to be kind of holding those two indexes back. And if you look, it can be related to, a few things. Nothing specifically that's popping up on my screen. But, we had some big earnings. WBA, one of the names we've been following was WBA because we said we have been in the belief that deliverers are going to have a big advantage over the drug makers. So that should be bullish for that. Rite Aid, some names like that look very interesting. Obviously, Rite Aid, of course, right down after having some pretty good earnings. We'll see where this one goes. The vol is still very high. All right, extremely high. So that's something to be aware of. And that's kind of where I'm seeing stuff. The one area that's down a little bit is the financials. Right? Oil's up today. Energy stocks are not doing bad. But looks like financials are a little weaker today. Your JP Morgan, I don't know. XLF is down. So anyway, there's one or two sectors that are clearly holding the S&P back because you've got a huge rally in the RUT and the NDX and flatness in the DJX and the SPX. VIX maybe got a little oversold yesterday, but not really. Expect it to stay down around this 14 level for a while. That's going to bring about some weakness in the April, which expires in now on the 15th. So we're getting close. So expect that to probably stay below 15 going forward. That should be an ugly trip. And then that could also carry May lower as well. So if you look at May, that could definitely take a move lower. April's traditionally one of the lower volatility months. That's something to be aware of. And then, from there, typically, who knows? Alibaba. You see this 2-day move Alibaba's made? It's gone from basically in the toilet all the way back up to about $87. Made a nasty move. So I'm interested to see what drives Alibaba to do that. And, from there, we'll see what happens. All right, folks. On the day, it looks like the S&P will recover. You don't see these two up like that without the S&P getting pulled higher. So I expect the S&P to go higher and the VIX probably to end up, in the next couple of days, we could see a VIX fight to 12. You could absolutely see that. Aside from that, housing's a little weak today. rates are still getting weaker. We're seeing this kind of a squeeze in rates where they get a little weaker, then they get a lot stronger, then they get a little weaker, then a lot stronger, a little weaker, a lot stronger. So that's going to be the push going forward. All right, folks, on that note, I hope everybody, again, you go to optionpit.com/weekly trades to check stuff out. Look for the market to rally throughout the day. And if you've got questions, you can call me 888-TRADE-01, or you can email me, mark@optionpit.com. All right. Thank you very much. I'll be back